today. Recording.
Hot mic. Hot mic.
Mike, I'm shouting.
Yeah.
Am I peaking?
No, we're good. We're
I'm
good.
not.
We're good.
It's great.
Oh, I'm peeking. All right.
Ooh,
I'm peeking. All right.
All right.
What's going on, everybody? Morning in the morning.
My name is Nik Shawn.
My name is Shawn Warner.
Welcome to Mourning in the Morning.
We are here doing it.
Morning the
Morning in the
morning.
morning. We got a hot mic. I like a good hot mic. Yeah. I got a hot mic.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We are hanging out. The thing is, Sean, we don't really know.
We're in the box.
We are in the box.
We think outside the box. We like to get in the box like a little
often
kitty. Like a little kitty.
I like to think in the box, you know? Like, what's in there?
Really?
Schrodinger?
Yeah.
Was that you?
Yeah. It's not a head. Don't ask
what's
questions.
In the box?
No. What's in the box? Not
What's
a
in
head.
the box?
It's not a head. Do you think people scream that at Brad?
Totally.
Clearly.
Totally.
Right?
What do you think people scream most at Brad? Our friend Brad.
Our friend, yeah.
Other
Good
people
buddies.
might know him as Mr. Pitt.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's beautiful. It would definitely be, what's in the box? That was a pretty big
Nice
deal.
to meet you, Joe Black.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people
nobody-
go into the deep cuts.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
Sean, craziest thing about this.
You don't talk about Fight Club. That would be a big one.
Sure.
Yeah.
They just tell him to shut up.
Shh.
Don't talk about it. Hey, man, could you tell me about your experience about Fight Club? And he's like, you don't talk about that.
Yeah.
That'd be great if that was just his interview circuit.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're like, could you please talk about Fight Club? He's like, no. What?
That's actually good promo, though.
Yeah,
That's a good
didn't
promo.
you see the movie?
That's a good promo. Yeah.
Sean, I wanted to say, we don't really know what we're doing.
We're not. We're just coming here. We're talking to you good folks.
We're coming to this place of, you know, do a little bit of recording, a little bit of silliness.
It's intimate. You get to just settle in with us.
You and me, baby.
Yep.
We have our biggest fans here.
I feel like I'm on the bayou. We're on one of those fan boats. Yep.
Sliding around the grasses.
Have you ever been on one?
No.
They look fun as hell, dude.
They look fun too.
They look dangerous.
Yes. I assume it's the very same principle of like a Sea-Doo and why a lot of people crash Sea-Doos because
It's not the same principle at all. Other than it floats. I don't understand.
I mean, for example, you need gas in order to turn. Otherwise, you're just gliding.
Right. You're just sliding.
So it is the same principle.
What I'd like to know
Entirely.
just gas.
Well, because, like, you know, if you hit the brakes on any other moving vehicle, you hit the brakes, right? But with a Sea-Doo and with a swamp rider.
Okay, in that regard, all boats are in that entirely the same boat. Yes.
Riding on water is a different kind of travel, Sean.
It's my second favorite travel.
Oh, what is your first kind of travel? Let me guess. Hot air balloon.
Negative, sir.
What?
Negative. It's actually on the back of a friend. Backpacking.
Aww.
Yeah.
I like to ride on people's coattails.
Speaking of the fan boat, though, obviously they look, you know, they're not real sophisticated. It's a seat on a with a fan.
Definitely.
Who made the first one?
It's a lawnmower motor.
Who made the first one?
With an airplane propeller.
That's inches
Hey,
from
y'all
you.
think we should put a cage around this?
Nah. Inches from you. That could chop you into a million pieces.
I assume it was made in Florida.
Oh, every fantastic idea came out of Florida.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Every dangerous thing.
Sean.
Yeah.
Speaking of Florida,
Okay.
we're living
Alligators.
in California,
Okay.
the other coast.
The other Ornia?
Yeah.
Florida.
In California.
California. Yeah. It's beautiful today. It's gorgeous.
It is such a beautiful
Got
day.
the sunlight coming in. Talk to me.
I don't know. I just think, you know, I never want to leave.
Sure.
Pretty happy with the
What are you happy? You're happy with the sunshine. You're happy
state in general, the way that you know, neoliberal policies have been really helping us out.
Especially with our jail system.
Oh God. Well, I think. Well, to be honest, John, if you could go one episode without coughing.
Sorry. I've been under the weather. I got that summer cold. And
What?
yeah.
There's a summer cold?
You're not familiar with the summer cold?
I don't know about it.
It wears flip-flops with an open button-up shirt.
Sure, puka shell necklace.
Yeah. Got the pukas. And then like a straw hat.
Yeah. The kind of guy to like walk barefoot into a 7-Eleven.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. That's the cold I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how he got it. So he spreads it around.
He hangs out. His name's Bobby.
Yeah. Bobby Two Toes.
Bobby blows.
Bobby blows 2 toes.
I had a question. Completely off topic of California.
Sean, we don't have topics.
No?
We just go.
Okay, so I can just ask?
Yes.
I can just blurt?
You can blurt.
Allow me to blurt.
Matter of fact, I prefer it if you
prefer
blurt.
if I blurt?
I prefer,
Sadness! Sorry.
Did you shout sadness?
Yes. I don't know why.
No, I know why. It's deep down in here, buddy. We got some. If you could stop coughing!
I have a sadness cold as well. I got over a sadness cold
That's a cute
into my
way of-
summer cold.
That's a cute way of putting depression.
Okay.
No, I just got a little bit of a sadness cold.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a little.
That's going to catch on, Nick.
Yeah.
That's going to catch on.
Yeah.
You're not depressed. You have a sadness
You just got a
cold.
sadness cold.
Oh, that's actually sweet. Oh, my
I
goodness.
like that. What were you going to ask, Sean?
I forget now. This is how this goes. Oh, no. I had someone ask me, when is it, this pertains to parenting. We're both parents. I'm a parent of 3. Nick has 4.
4.
And
So many more kids than most people have right now.
so many more. when the Warners and the Niebles family go out
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. We immediately.
Well, no, we're not protesting.
No, we're just.
We just want ice
Kids,
cream.
put the signs down.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, they got their WGA signs
What
out.
is wrong with you?
We immediately bring any place, any location to capacity.
Oh, yeah.
100%. We make everywhere we go a fire hazard.
We have to check the fire.
Yeah.
What's
No,
the capacity?
can't come here, guys.
Can't go.
We're at capacity.
Yep.
Okay, you're gonna ask about kids. Please do.
No.
I'm a father guru.
Okay. Yes, you are.
I'm an amazing
I as
father.
well. But the question came up, and I think it's because it's past our. I don't want to say. It's not something that we did. Did you have cameras in your kids' rooms?
No.
We had a monitor.
Oh,
Now-
well, yeah, like a baby monitor.
For a baby, right?
Yeah.
Well, now, like, all new parents seem to have a camera now, like, so they can see, because the technology's better,
Okay.
it's easier.
For their
right to
baby.
right, for their baby.
Yeah.
The question was asked to me, when's it too long to have the cameras in their rooms? Some parents I've talked to, they're like, it's never coming out of their room. And I'm like,
Ew.
wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
No.
When they can walk, when they're in...
I think when they do not pose an immediate danger to themselves by simply being alone.
Which is no kid, though.
What are you talking about?
All kids are dangerous.
No, shit.
I taught my kid how to cook, and at any point, she can make a mistake and burn the house down.
But you taught your kid how to cook, and your kid knows how to cook. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. I would say, yeah, like, what, like 5, 6 years old, probably, maybe?
I thought way younger than that.
At the oldest? Well, yeah, I would say
thought younger
earlier,
than that.
too, yeah.
Okay.
Earlier works for me.
I think if you're walking on your own and you're in a big boy bed, like, what, age 3, you start to get in the toddler bed,
Sure.
then I don't think you need a camera in there, you think?
I think that as parents, our goal is to raise adults. We've talked about this for years.
Go back and listen to our Dadcast episodes. Listen.
But we are not raising children to be dependent upon us. We're raising adults to be
Dependent upon us.
yeah. In this economy. But we're raising adults to be,
Yes.
independent and to have their own lives and to look after themselves and whatnot. So at the earliest possible point, we should be instilling children with responsibility and autonomy that is appropriate for their developmental level.
Does the child have a say-so in that?
100%.
100%.
If
If
a child-
they feel uncomfortable with it.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Yellow. Nope.
Okay.
No one's there.
I saw Sean hung up on them for us, guys.
That's what I do for you. Forget them.
For you. For you.
You too.
Both of you.
I see you over there.
I see you hanging out on the walls, you fans. They're climbing up the walls.
Fans. I love it. I love it. Yes. All right. Well, thank you. You cleared that up.
Raise
adults.
Raise your children.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible says.
Okay. Now Nick's gonna blurt. I like that.
Raise your children in the ways that they should live, or something like that, and they will grow up doing those things. I'm sure I butchered the verse, but it's essentially
you didn't,
saying,
buddy.
like,
It was good. It was good.
like, teach your children in the ways of the Lord, and they will follow your lead. Essentially, right?
That's right.
The problem is, I think that it's much closer to the way you act. That's how your kid's going to be. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
Have you seen them? Have you seen them mimic you in a way? Obviously, whether it be negative or in a good way. My kids mimic me in a good way, but they also have picked up my bad habits.
Bad stuff.
Yeah,
my bad things.
And I try to tone them down. Now that I see it come back at you, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'm a little aware. I need to tone it.
I let my kids know, too, hey, that's something that Dad's got to work on, too. I have a hard time following through with, I hate doing dishes, laundry, chores. I don't like doing it. I think kids, for some reason, think that parents some kind of maybe like doing it.
Yeah.
We don't. We hate it just as much as them.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm, an adult. I'm able to take responsibility for myself and go,
100%.
These 37 dishes probably need to be rinsed.
Can we please? We've talked about it so many times, but I would love at some point to reenact the scene on the roof from "Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead."
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shine.
yeah.
Oh my God!
Dishes are done.
He's so good, so good.
Dishes are done. I love. Kimberly and I, my wife Kimberly, have been watching a lot of old movies.
Okay.
Lately.
Name one. What's the last one you just watched?
The Running Man.
Okay.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
How about the light?
It's so good. It's so good. It's great. It's like American Gladiators if they were able to kill people.
Kill people, yeah.
But that's fantastic. He
had a lot of his best one-liners in that.
Oh yeah.
A lot of best one-liners.
Yeah. Chill out. Totally.
Drop dead! I don't do requests.
But I realized too that as I've been becoming more of a parent, because I started out, you have a baby, you're not very much of a parent. I think I, gradually became more of a parent. But you
don't know how to hold them. You're just trying to figure it out.
I was just grabbing them by the top of their head, just palming them.
Yep.
Then I was juking.
Like Michael Jordan.
Chicago obviously has a mismatch with Jordan.
Lay up. No.
Boom. Dunka, baby. But I've been watching these older movies and the way that they portray parents and things like that. I realized that there's some things that are, a little anachronistic, right?
Okay.
A little out of place in time and whatnot. And okay, I get it. That's how it was then. But then there are some things that are just universal. And I have to assume that cavemen parents
did it the same way.
Same exact way.
Yeah.
Like Ugga Bugga, please fold your linens, your loincloths. Dad. Ugga Bugga.
Oh, my friend.
Fold your loincloths. Fold your loincloth, and then you go pick berries with friends. Stay in the bit, Shawn! Be your best actor. Play to the top of your intelligence.
I was going to go take down a mammoth with my friends.
Oh, you know take down mammoth. Mammoth too dangerous.
Too dangerous. I assume kids were on their shoulders when they were just stabbing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's universal. I think everything that you see.
Now hold on. There are some things that are universal.
Well, let's take an example of. Are you talking about some kind of hyper cliche of something that's way overdone for comic purposes.
Yeah, but then you really, it's like when people talk about those like buzzwords that you've heard, like your inner child or your childhood trauma, generational trauma, these things that people are like, oh, yeah, you know, like kind of brush them up. But then when you really learn about them, you're like, no, those are like real things.
I need to break that.
You know, like,
I need to fix that.
But the same thing with like kids, right? You see all these stereotypes and you're like, just the same thing over and over. But then you have kids and you're like, no, that's right.
That's exactly
you know?
right. That's
like
how
the
they
whole,
are.
like teenagers, right? I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old currently.
You're in it, dude.
In it.
Oh,
right?
my God.
An 11-year-old and a 9-year-old on deck.
You suck, Dad!
My kids never say that to me. I don't. This is the thing that I don't get from my kids that I think other
This is the
parents
cliche
do.
we're talking about, right?
That like, I don't. Now, if you take that and you heighten that to like the umpteenth level.
Can I do it? No, go ahead. You do it.
What are you going to do that?
No, I'm going to do it. I'm scared.
You're scared to do it?
I feel like I will like prophesy into life and my daughter will show up.
I hate you.
I knew it.
My kids do say like little offhand comments that let you know.
At you?
Well, under their breath
Okay,
mainly.
yeah.
I hate it here. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care. That's the main one. It's like apathy. Because I think that they know that being non-reactive is annoying. You know, like as a parent,
They know. Yeah, they pick up on those little irritations that drive us nuts.
definitely.
Yeah.
I talk to Kimberly all the time about how I like a good emotional reaction from the kids. Now,
Okay.
I'm not looking to hurt their feelings. I'm not looking to put them in any kind of
You
pain.
just want to know they still have a pulse.
I want to know it affected them.
Are you okay?
Like so like there's a difference when a kid's like kind of combative and like, well they said this and they did this and well you're doing this and then like that.
Yeah.
But then you're grounded for the rest of summer, and they go, but I was just, and then they just go to their room.
Right. That's right. You heard what I said. You stay in there.
And they don't even slam the door, and they just cry into their pillow.
You don't want to hurt their feelings, but
at the same
you're
time,
seeing the
as a parent, you go, yes, you are learning. Pain brings learning.
I think that's the appropriate reaction, though. A little sadness, you know what I mean?
Taking joy, a little shot in
No. We're gonna take our joy.
yeah. Now it's not necessarily
Unless they come back with like, you're just like grandma.
whoa! Hold on a second. We need to talk about that.
And your wife nods. Yeah, you're just like your mother.
You know what's funny also about being a parent and stuff. Like our goal as parents really is to essentially be better parents than our parents.
I would hope so.
know, but
growth mindset.
Hashtag growth mindset.
Make sure that's down here at the bottom.
100%.
Edit it in there, yeah.
Yeah. Here,
Growth
go
mindset.
like this with me.
Uh-huh.
With your other hand. Other
okay.
hand. Yep. Ready? Hold in the middle.
Okay.
Touch my hand. All the way. Touch it. All the way, like we're high-fiving. Yep. And then both of us at the same time. Growth mindset. 3, 2, 1.
Growth mindset.
That's going to be dope when I add a little thing in there.
We amuse ourselves.
Yep.
We amuse ourselves.
We have access to so much information, technology.
Bro.
I can go to ChatGPT and go chat.
Raise my children.
My kid, yes. My kid
Raise
is
my
doing
kids.
this. My kid is doing this. What should I do? I blew somebody's mind the other day when I showed them how I use ChatGPT. I feel like because my brain is just constantly trying to find the easiest way to do anything.
Right. What version are you using?
4.0, baby.
4.0.
I pay for
Oh, he's got the
I
premium.
pay for that premium.
What's
baby.
up, yo? You want that premium? You want that premium? You want that ChatGPT? What you need? What you need, dog? What you need? I see you itching. You hurting. I got what you need.
ChatGPT.
Okay. You blew his mind? Her mind? His mind? Her mind?
Their mind.
Their mind.
Ooh. Gender neutral. So I'd had an argument with somebody, right? And I had kind of explained.
You sure it wasn't with the computer with the AI?
Might have been.
He's getting lost in it. He's getting lost in the weeds.
I am just ones and zeros.
Easy, buddy.
Love me.
Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy.
He wasn't doing it.
Okay. Damn it.
So I was talking to a real human person.
Okay.
And but I got into an argument with somebody.
Yep.
And then they apologized for like their, whatever they did wrong.
Good for them.
And which I don't like saying wrong or bad. Like things aren't really those things.
It was a debate, right? It was
no, it wasn't a debate. It was just like it was a friend actually, and we communicated, and I was like, hey, I didn't really appreciate this kind of thing, and they apologized. While at the same time, I was still frustrated. You ever do this, right? You ever get into an argument with somebody, but then you things should be fine, but then you still feel internally like. I'm not quite
okay, right?
All right
with that individual.
Yeah. And so I wasn't really sure why.
Okay.
I wasn't really sure why I was feeling the way that I felt. So I put in
your feelings were valid.
Well, I put into ChatGPT like what I had said to this person.
Okay.
And then I had put in their response. I said, why might I feel frustrated? Or why might I still be upset from this person's response? And ChatGPT gave me like, well, they're deflecting. It seems as though that you are taking this more seriously than they are. It seems as though that they are, you're taking responsibility for X, Y, and Z, while they are only taking responsibility for X.
That's therapy you can't get. It's $10 a month, man.
I mean,
that's pretty amazing.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Obviously, chat GPT does makes mistakes sometimes, but this is a really great way that I use it to just work through my own feelings about things. Like, why am I upset about this? And then it tells me, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. And then I can think more deeply about those.
It helps
things.
you explore those feelings
Absolutely.
in a way that you don't have to speak to anyone else about it, obviously.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy. It seems like a no-brainer.
If you're one of
That's
those
amazing. So you definitely recommend for therapy purposes, at least not deep stuff really you need to get to the bottom of it, right?
I mean, I'm not going to say one way or the other so much as, I use it to understand myself because of the questions and the things that you put in there. You really you get out what you put in, just like with anything.
Just like anything, yeah.
But
if you lie to your therapist, you're not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
What are you talking about? I don't even know why I'm here. Let me ask you a question.
I've had a therapist. I've had several therapists, and the whole point of a therapist is essentially to have somebody who's non-judgmental, who can provide a different perspective on what you're going through.
Yep.
And to be honest, I think that we're absolutely going to be moving towards AI therapy. I'm a big
What was that person's reaction? You said that person saw.
Oh yeah, so I showed that to somebody. I was check out how I was kind of figuring out my feelings. And they were like, what? You can do that? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I put in full paragraphs of questions and how I'm feeling and this and that, and it'll analyze it and just pump out some random stuff about, I don't know, psychology or self-esteem and whatever else. And I'm not saying it's an end-all be-all. It's not a real person. While at the same time, if you have a hard time talking about your feelings,
that makes it easy.
Which a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic opportunity to be like, I just put in, I feel this way. I feel blank.
I'm okay.
And then see what happens. I feel like it's great. I'll adopt. I'm an early adopter when it comes to technology stuff.
Are they a sponsor, ChatGPT?
I'd like it to be.
Can it be?
They'd be our third host.
Yeah.
I early adopt technology, and so when it came to chat and AI, and everyone's freaking out about AI. How do you feel about AI?
I think it's fantastic.
I think it's a shortcut
from a business
right?
From a business standpoint. I can use it for. I've used it already for setting up marketing campaigns, giving me ideas. I own a gym, which is what we're in right now.
Yep.
Giving me ideas for the gym, and it just helps me explore, gives me a little foundation to kind of move in a direction. It's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
It's great to get ideas and all that kind of stuff. I look at it
How
this
to move
way.
a body.
Right.
I'm sorry, what? I said too much. I said too much.
Well, you got to dig a hole first, Sean. Come on.
I didn't know what to do.
I look at it as a quick shortcut, right? Like a shortcut to the information or things that you need in order to do that next thing.
Which
right?
is all technology, right?
Yeah.
It's all a shortcut.
That's all we need.
Solving a problem, you hope.
Get to it quicker.
Let's go. Come on.
I know people
How do we get these two jackasses off the air?
You can write a petition.
It ain't gonna work. We ain't going nowhere
unless you use ChatGPT.
We're like COVID. We ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere. We're long podcast. I don't know. Long COVID. I'm trying to make a long comedy.
Long
form improv.
We don't. We
Long form improv. That's what we are.
I got the COVID.
I feel like nobody even wants to talk about COVID anymore.
No, who does?
Who cares?
I don't even know what it was. What it is. Where
I don't
it
even
came
believe
from.
in it.
I don't even know. I'm just waiting around for the symptoms to happen.
So I say when it comes to AI, lean in, baby.
Let's do it.
Lean in.
Let's do
you
it.
know? I know people are worried about like, oh, AI is going to be like writing screenplays. They're going to be writing TV. They're going to be making art and like whatever else.
Sounds like people are going to be out of a job.
That's what we've heard forever.
Automation.
When? Tell me when.
Automation.
When? When's the automation going to kick in? Because I still see people, like all I see is now people hiring less people and still no automation, right? You go to any fast food place right now, they are running a skeleton crew, right? And there's a line out the door. There's a line in the drive-thru.
And someone screaming at the cashier.
Of course.
Why is my phone call?
Because the thing is, management understands that you can run a crew like that. You can run a fast food restaurant.
And it's good for their bonus.
People are willing to wait, and it absolutely is good for their bonus because you get the short-term gains. Does it matter that it like damages your brand in the long run? Of course not, because you get that shareholder cash, baby. Woo! Woo! I love shareholders.
Good stuff. Man.
Oh, let's talk about how much we love capitalism.
Good stuff.
Well, that's the episode, y'all. I think that was a fun time.
A good time. We got a lot of great information in there.
A lot of great stuff.
It was really good.
Fun times.
Yep.
And, hey, you know what?
I feel better.
We should have a call to action at the end of this.
A call to action.
A call to action. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment,
man.
Send us a message.
Send us questions, messages.
Share this with your friends.
Yeah, like
guys, we don't know what we're doing. So we're gonna need some help.
They know.
They know. You've been around for a
while. You got it. They know. They're the whole time they're watching. They're like, these guys don't know what
I don't know what they're doing. Absolutely not.
But we look good.
We look good.
We look great. My sadness cold has gone away.
You know what?
Yeah.
Once you feel yourself having a sadness cold, grab yourself a friend or ChatGPT. Let them know how you feel.
Or watch an episode of Mourning in the Morning.
You'll feel much better.
Boom.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Oh, I love you.
For Mourning in the Morning, my name is Nik Shawn.
I'm Shawn.
Warner.
Thank you.
I love you.
Morning.